Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between, we are going to talk about it eventually. So if you like any kind of crafting, stick around, and we're probably going to talk about it sooner or later. Right now, this is an episode of Coffee with Kim. And you'll see my cat just came to join us. That's why the door opened. So, no, my house is not haunted. Well, it's haunted by cats. So, good morning. It is Wednesday, I think. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. I was busy last night working on other videos that I want to put out. I do a thing, Kim's Craft Along. So I've got a couple of those coming up. I've recorded them. I just got to edit them, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to wake up a little bit. What were you doing at 4 a.m.? You want to know what I was doing at 4 a.m.? Fritzy had to go out, but the snow hurt his feet. So I, in my nightgown, there's a little mental, in this and my nightgown and sneakers with no socks, I grabbed the snow shovel and I shoveled a path for him out in the back. That happened. I'm glad my neighbors aren't early risers because I can't imagine the talk on the lane if they saw that. So, oh my goodness. Well, today is the big day. I am going live for the first time tonight at 7 p.m. It's going to be the Mug of the Month drawing. So if you have not watched episode 30 and gotten your responses and comments in, remember, you just got to tell me your coffee story. Doesn't matter what it is. You like it, you don't like it, how you take it, what's your favorite, whatever. Tell me a story about coffee and you will be in the drawing tonight for the Mug of the Month. And it will be one of these. Now, it might say be creative on both sides. It might just say Coffee with Kim. It just depends. It's going to be a surprise which one you get. So what am I wearing? Well, good question. Let me start with saying it's not complete yet, but I am working on this poncho. Now, I prefer ponchos around the house other than sweatshirts and sweaters because my arms, I just like to be moving about. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. So I'm working on this poncho, but I think I'm going to call it grab bag. It's my grab bag poncho because what I'm doing is I'm making up each row as I go along. Like here's just regular doubles. Here's the one I made up, the big bottom, only this is a big bottom double instead of a big bottom treble. And then I've got some half doubles and I just kind of, whatever I feel like doing that row, I'll put it in. So you can see I am still attached to my working yarn because I wanted to put this on, see how it looked. I love the colors. So I'm still working on this. I got, about this far to go. I like to just under my elbow. So I'm still working on that. Ready for another big announcement? If I could stop yawning. Another big announcement. 459 subscribers. I'm excited. I'm really happy. I'm earning them. I'm getting them. It's growing. So many of my comments now are saying, just found your channel. You just popped up in my feed, stuff like that. So I'm really excited. It's working. So if you are sharing my videos with anyone, thank you. And please keep doing that. It's working. So we are 459 strong. Don't forget, we also have a Facebook group page. Oh my goodness, that is growing a little bit slower We only have about 34 members on that. So if you're checking this out today, go on over to Facebook, Fortunate Creations. It's the fan group page. I will put a link to that in the description box, I think. I keep saying I'm going to put links, and either they don't work or I don't do them right. I don't know, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to figure this out. So I'm going to put a link to that. Another drawing I have going on, disclaimer, no purchase necessary, is the Buy Me a Coffee. Just a little way to supplement my crafting fund. So if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee, I'm going to put that link in there as well. And anybody that either comments or buys me a cup of coffee, I'm going to put them in a drawing for one of the survival packs, or a mug. You can choose. So I did the little crochet survival pack, and I've already sold a couple of them on my Etsy store. People are loving them. So anyway, those are the 2 drawings I have going on. What else? So, wow. I slept longer last night than I have in a week, and I'm yawning more than anything. Maybe I should practice breathing exercises, right? Because that's what yawning is lack of oxygen. So, so I've been on a journey myself to try to lose some weight. It is working, but it's working slowly. And, just low carbs, no sugar. I haven't had a piece of candy or a cookie or anything like that since Christmas Eve. That's major. Normally, I would eat dinner or eat a meal and then have something sweet right after it. Even if it's just one bite. Nothing. So that's an adjustment. So I've been working on that. I've also been working on it with Fritzy, because the vet has told me he should be about 8 to 10 pounds and he's about 11 to 12. So he needs to come down in weight because he's got bad knees. And if the more weight I can take off, the better it'll be on his knees. So I've been measuring his food. He eats twice a day, blah, blah, blah. And he's still either not losing or actually gaining. And I'm like, what is going on? I figured it out. Well, actually, I did not figure it out. Mr. Fortunate figured it out. Fritzy loves bully sticks. He loves them. He chews them all the time. He carries them around like a cigar, and he loves them. So last night, Mr. Fortunate was like, are there any calories in those sticks? And I was like, no, they're chew sticks. How can there be calories in the... Well, there are. And they're considered a treat. So I'm literally encouraging Fritz to chew on a treat at all times all throughout the day. So I have to call the vet today and ask them if they have an alternative. He won't do a regular bone. He won't do the nylon bones. He won't do the Kong. It's got to be... He loves the bully sticks. So I'm going to... Sorry, I'm clicking my pen. So I'm going to call the vet and see if they have an alternative. We'll see what I can do with that. Stuart's, you want to come up? You want to see everybody? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. You weigh so much. Oh, there he is. I know. Talk to everybody. All right. That means you're about to be scratched. So I put him down. So I have to call the vet today, see if they have an alternative for Fritzy, because I'm doing what I can with his food. Even with the cats, I don't leave their food out anymore. Much to Stuart's dismay. They can't just gorge. And I've noticed Stuart's losing weight too, which is good because he was almost 30 pounds. He's probably down to about 24. And it's been a while. It's been a few months. It's not like I'm starving him into weight loss, but it's good for him. Stuart was way too big anyway. So there's my pet update. Now, what else? Oh, so if you've seen a couple of my short videos or my other videos, you'll notice that, having trouble talking. You'll notice that I've been doing my stitch swatches, you can see up there. And then I'm making up some new ones. Like as I'm learning the stitches on the tutorial, I'm like, well, what about a variation of it? So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to make a list of, here's the stitch I'm learning and here's the variation that I'm doing of it. I think that'll be fun. A couple of my variations are actually making it to my projects, and a couple other people have actually said, oh, I love that new stitch you did. I'm going to put it in a blanket or a shawl or whatever. So I'm going to do my variations, and I can't guarantee that they're not ones that somebody has already thought of or somebody has already named or whatever, but they're new to me, and I'm going to put them out there. And if you guys know of a name of them or anything like that, correct me and let me know, hey, this is such and such stitch. But I think it'll be fun. It's almost like a game. What stitch is this, you know? So I'm doing that. It's really fun. I've got a couple swatches of my made up stitches. Somebody put, I think her name was at Renee. Anyway, one of my subscribers said I should look into freestyle crochet. I wrote back to her. I'm like, is that something I should look up on YouTube, or is that something I'm making up? And she laughed. She said, good question. So I looked it up on YouTube, and there were a couple videos about freestyle crochet. So instead of watching videos, because right now my time, I'm still at work and I'm still trying to get all this done. So right now my time is kind of budgeted. So I actually Googled it. And freestyle crochet is a little bit different than what I'm doing with my new stitches, because freestyle is actually a variation within your project. So you'll be doing double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and all of a sudden you switch it to a different size hook or a looser stitch or a tighter stitch. So freestyle crochet is actually just changing things within the actual stitch you're doing. My thought is changing the stitch to make a new one or a new pattern. So maybe we'll think of a name. I certainly don't think I'm inventing anything, but I'm writing down, make up a name. So I'm making up a name for my new game. How about, what's this stitch? That's pretty simple. Hey, what stitch is this? Name that tune, name that stitch. There we go. Name that stitch. That way, if it's a new one, you can help me name it. And if it's one that already exists, you can tell me what it is. Bing! Did you see the light bulb go off right over my head? So, yeah, so that's fun. I try to sit on the couch and crochet, but Fritzy, if I'm sitting on the couch, he must be on me. So it's very hard to have the crochet and him and the ball or cake or whatever, because if the cake moves, now it's a toy. So he's going to be like, what's in here? And so I have to sit at the table and do my crocheting. Sometimes it gets tiring sitting in a kitchen chair all day. So my crochet time is not limited, but varied, because I don't want to just sit at the kitchen table all day. Although the view is beautiful, I can look out and see the river. Right now I'm looking out and seeing the neighbor's yard because I'm in my craft room. But so I can look out, watch the birds, and see everything when I'm sitting at the kitchen table. But I got to get more comfortable chairs. So I've actually been watching a few other content creators with different subjects on YouTube. First of all, my guilty pleasure, and I don't even know why. It's a thing called Haunted Nights, Haunted something. These two guys take their handheld cameras and they go into these haunted buildings. Do I believe what's going on? I don't know. Sometimes I think I hear things. Sometimes their little machines go off. I don't know. But it's fun and I'm enjoying it. So another content person that I watch is called Bright Eyed Birding. You know me and my birds. I love them. I love birds. This guy, he can't be mid-30s. He's a college student. His name is Jordan. Yep, his name is Jordan. He's going to school for a PhD in environmental sociology. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds smart. It sounds smart to me. So anyway, he's going to school, and when he's not doing his studies, he's out birding. So he records it, and it's really neat because I love birds so much, but he's over in Utah. So, excuse me, I'm so sorry. So he sees a lot of birds that I do not. And then sometimes he gets really excited for birds that are common here, but not there. It's really fun to watch him. I'll put a link to his page below. I will try to put a link to his page below. If you like birding, check him out. He's trying to grow his page. Great guy. He always answers whenever I text or whenever I post anything. He just hops in his car, drives a little ways, and is birding. So if I can't get out and bird because it's miserable, I can bird through him because he's doing all the messy work. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I'm so sorry. If I'm annoying you, I get it because I'm annoying me. I gotta stop. Breathe. So, another thing. I have been watching Juan the Yarn Addict, his crochet along. I have a question. It looks fun. I haven't been able to do it with him. I've been doing my own crochet, but I do have him on and I'm listening. And my question is, what is the difference? Because I thought a crochet along would be live and everybody's doing it kind of like a knitting bee in the olden days, you know? But it's not, it's recorded. So what is the difference between a tutorial and a crochet along? I'm not sure. If you can tell me, please do. I mean, they're both enjoyable. I love it, but I just don't understand the difference. So if you can let me know what the difference is. I was watching Juan while I'm trying to do this, and he's doing a different stitch, and he's like, it's a treble and a single and da-da-da-da. And I'm just doing, at this row, I'm just doing regular doubles. And the next thing I know, I'm doing a single. I'm like, no. Don't do what he's doing. Just listen to him and do what you're doing. So I'm trying to do that. But I don't know. I think this is coming out kind of pretty. I mean, not bad. Got Stuart hair all over it now. What else? I don't know that I have that much else to chat with you guys about today. I have a lot of new people, so if this is your first Coffee with Kim, this is pretty much what we do. We kind of hang out in my craft room and talk about stuff. So if that's your cup of tea, cup of coffee, cup of whatever, hang around. I do this every morning. It's kind of nice. It wakes me up, it gets me going, it gets my brain going, and it gets me facing the day. I am still not 100% retired, so I do have to go in the office today. It is what it is. I promised, I mean, it's been 20 years. I promised them that I would help them with the transition. So I'm doing my best. It's just my brain has already moved on to this space. So it's very hard to get back into that space. I do have to clean off my desk. I have plants, which is fine. I was going to say I could put them in here, but I can't. My problem is I have a shelf of trophies. And they're not little trophies. These are solid glass, heavy. Anyway, I got to bring that home. I don't know. I can't even put more than 2 in a box because they'll be that heavy. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to clean off my desk, clean out all the stuff, all the personal items, you know. And then maybe I'll look on my computer, see if I have anything silly that shouldn't be on there. Or something that I want to put on my personal computer. That's another thing. I mean, there is stuff to do, but there's really not stuff, other than cleaning out my desk, there's really not stuff that I need to sit in an office for 8 hours. So I'm going to have a chat with my boss and say, you know, I can come in when you need me, but I don't think I need to sit at this desk for 8 hours. And we'll see what she says. I honestly have to say I work for some amazing people. I will miss them, but I won't get teary-eyed. So let's take a look at my agenda for today to make sure I am on par with everything. So today is Wednesday. So today is the deep clean of the bathroom. Easy. Coffee with Kim, check, we're doing that now. So now I have to research estate sales. So I am signed up for estatesales.net. And what it does is you can put in a radius of how far you want to go. I put in 50 miles, 75 miles, because I don't mind driving. And it tells you all the estate sales and where they're coming up. And it even gives you pictures of what's there so you can decide if you want to go or not. So I'm going to do some research on that and get a list ready for Saturday. And then let's see, work on my W.I.P, which I already did this morning for about a half hour. And then I have to do swatches. It says 5 swatches, and that's a lot. So we're just going to change that to 3 because 5 swatches is a lot for me to do with everything else I've got to do. So there's that. And then for my other, my Facebook page, Fortunate Finds, I have to go in, remind them all that the live is supposed to be tonight, but that is not filling up. I have 4 boards open and they're not filling up as fast as I need them to. So I will not be doing a live tonight. So if you planned on checking that out for the first time, it's not happening tonight. I will put a link into the description below on where that is. Check it out. It's kind of fun. The whole concept is it's like a raffle. I put in 4 items. You buy a ticket for like $2. Once the board, once all the tickets are sold, the board is full. I do a drawing and someone wins that item. It's fun. So anyway, that's a good, whoo, sorry. That's a fun way to spend some time. Plus it's $2. Some of the items on there are upwards of $100 and you're winning it for $2. So it's fun. I'll put a link to that. So looking at my list of things to do, and I still got to get to work, I better get myself going. So if you are new here, welcome. If you have not subscribed, please do. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. If I could ask you to please watch the video all the way through, it really does help with my analytics. In other words, it tells YouTube that you like me. So YouTube will suggest me to other people. Even if you're busy, just put me on in the background and I'll just keep babbling on, as you can tell. So subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm doing new videos. Don't forget live tonight at 7. That should be fun and interesting. For Fortunate Creations, live tonight at 7 to do the Mug of the Month drawing. And subscribe, share my video. Don't forget, buy me a cup of coffee. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, that's fun. If not, just hit the link. Send me a couple comments. Leave me a couple comments. Yeah. So I guess that's it. My Wednesday has started, and always remember, be creative. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.